Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading for February 16th to the 22nd. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising, and we are going to jump right in to the most uneventful week of the year. There's nothing to see here. Keep it moving, keep it moving. JK. You know this is the most important reality shifting, paradigm shifting event of the year. Week of the year, some would say of the decade. Yes, we have the Saturn-Neptune conjunction, the Great Reset. We're here. You're already feeling it. You know that, right? Yeah. Saturn, sure, it's still in, Saturn's in Aries and Neptune's in Aries. They're already conjuncting. This is when they perfect. All right? So, we'll talk about it. But look, we've also got the first eclipse of the year. This is also a reset. When you do the math, you have 2 back-to-back resets in 1 week. Are you joking me? This is a big deal. We're going to talk about it, but just consider this week as call to action, okay? You're going to see several areas of your life start to change for you. You're probably already feeling it. You're probably already going through it, okay? We'll talk about it. But this, I want you to consider, sure, they're resets, but they're conjunctions. It's an eclipse. It's a new moon eclipse. Consider them as like seeds that are going to be planted. You're going to thrive. You're going to prosper into your future. And therein lies the point. This is all about your future, okay? You're moving forward. You cannot, unless you built a time machine, you cannot go back. You can't zigzag, moonwalk. You can't. These aspects are saying you have no choice. FAFO, right? This is the point of no return. This is the great reset, the great awakening, the great collapse, the great shift, all of it. Your brand new era. You're here. And to be fair, this is what you wanted. You wanted this new timeline. Everybody wanted this new timeline to ascend. We are here. The universe is conscious, and it bringeth. All right. And Monday, it's like your day, by the way. Monday, February 16th, we do have Mercury in Pisces trine Jupiter in your sign. Sponsored by Jupiter in your sign because Jupiter is in the strongest position here. He's not only Pisces ruler, he's exalted in your sign. And he's at his degree of exaltation, 15 degrees. Meaning he's at his highest frequency. You're going to feel the peak of what Jupiter exalted in your sign can do. This is truly auspicious. It's really great for expansion, fortune, luck. It's the epitome of literal manifesting. It's just so spiritual. And yes, it's Mercury. You might receive great news, messages for you. It will likely be downloads. It'll likely be like maybe even like signs that you see. Maybe something here that's just very spiritual with the fact that Pisces rules your 9th house of your beliefs, self-belief, your belief system, your faith. There could be something here in terms of your philosophies. You also, there may be something here where a lot of y'all may be imparting wisdom in some way as well, but it's really, really, really great. And a lot of what you experience this day will be more inward because remember, Jupiter is retrograde. So there's a lot of focus on that emotional growth, right? How can I be more, nurtured, become wiser, forgive and forget, help heal others? Yeah. This is selfless, compassionate, karmic energy. And your faith could really be locked in this day. You will have something to believe in. All right. That is just what this aspect is. And it just so nice for you. Remember, Mercury's also the mind. You may something may change. You may flip the script on something because it just feels a lot more ethical. It feels just right. And then, yes, there may be something here with the law, legal matters as well. But either way, just know that there's going to be a lot of attention around not only you, but, in your expansion. But for a lot of y'all, there may be some focus on home and family and your loved ones and even your, maybe your maternal side is really going to kick in. A lot of y'all may travel too. Okay. And y'all working on a book. we talked about this. Hopefully you're working on a book. Ninth house is also publishing. It's broadcasting. You may start a podcast, things like that. All right. But just please feel inspired today. And it's also a day to make someone's day. Give a compliment to someone, the cashier at Trader Joe's. You love her, haircut. That is great that day. Small acts of kindness go a long way. All right. Now, it will be the water signs, you, Scorpio, Pisces, that feel this most. And if you are a cross watcher, right? If you watch for your rising sign or your moon, or for, your sister who is, who works at Trader Joe's or wherever. If you have planets 13 to 17 degrees in your natal chart, in any of those signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, you will feel this. Those planets will be aspected. Now, Tuesday, February 17th, I hope you're writing this one down in the books, right? You got your calendar, your iPad. You got the new moon, ring of fire, or solar eclipse in Aquarius, 29 degrees. Now, this is going to happen early, about 7 a.m. my time. That's Eastern Standard Time, New York City time. This is happening on the very last day of Aquarius season. And it's just, you can't get any more symbolic or, than this, with it being at 29 degrees, the very last degree. It's actually 28:45. It's 29 degrees. So this is a whole new storyline that is just about to unroll for you here. All right. Now, Aquarius rules your 8th house. And so this is pretty deep. 8th house is death and rebirth. That's happening on the day of an eclipse at 29 degrees, which is like a graduation. It's like farewell to the old world, to the old me. Here's the new me. This is big. 8th house is your transformation. Yeah, it's your evolution. It's also deepening relationships. There's something with relationships, okay? A lot of it maybe with like investors or financial people. 8th house is shared resources. So something with investments is very likely, okay? As well as even, joint bank accounts, loans, taxes, inheritance, things like that. Yeah. Now, Aquarius in general, it's all about your network too. So you could be really social around this time. The 8th house, it really does require someone else here. If you're going to deepen a relationship, that is with someone else as part of your transformation, right? Something with your community, maybe your audience, maybe, your contribution to the collective, okay? The greater good. Remember, Aquarius is humanity. Now, this is going to be a new storyline for you, all right? For the next 2 years, okay? It's about 18 months. This is a big eclipse, and you will feel the biggest impact this week, all right? Well, I would even say for the next 2 weeks, it's really, really, really strong. And you're going to feel it strongly over the summer too when the North Node moves into Aquarius. Now, Aquarius eclipses are a league of their own. They should have their own parking space because, sure, eclipses are wild cards, as we know. They bring sudden, unexpected, often dramatic change. Aquarius energy is revolutionary, is rebellious, it's breaking free. So there's this fated acceleration of change you may feel with this eclipse. And just expect radical change with this eclipse, okay? Not just because Saturn, Aquarius's ruler, just moved into Aries February 13th at 0 degrees, still there, 0 degrees. But this eclipse is square Uranus, Aquarius's modern ruler, who just went direct, who was discovered in 1781, the era of revolution. So, that said, the fact that Uranus, Aquarius's ruler, sits in Taurus, which rules your 11th house, which is Aquarius's home, there's a little bit of overlap here for you. All right? It's almost like a doubling down on something that has to do with your future aspirations, especially with money, with partnerships, with your transformation, but also with your friends and your support group, your support system, your network. There's something here where other people may be involved, or you're doing something to help contribute to your group or organization, or you may start one as well around this time. There really may be something here with finances too. Okay. So it is Uranus. It is a square. There is a little bit of disruptive energy, a shakeup, a little bit of a wake up call. Finances and money would be the biggest thing for you. Okay, Cancer. And it's at such a late degree. It's just so potent. And remember, with eclipses, you don't really set intentions because just like Aquarius energy, just like Uranus energy, eclipses do their own thing. They're unpredictable. They march to their own drumbeat. But in a way, okay, in a way, the square to Uranus here is a blessing in disguise, and that's because it gives you a level of power to be the change. Yeah. To be forward thinking and innovative and have your breakthrough. Uranus is innovation, freedom, and progress. So again, your personal evolution accelerated, foot on the gas. Okay? This is a big deal. This is a big deal. Think of it as an upgrade. Yeah? Like Friendster to MySpace. Yep. Remote controls to bigger ones with lots of buttons. But whatever happens, eclipses, they carve the timeline you're meant to be on, okay? They're always doing something in your favor. Remember, there's this fated element to eclipses. So please keep that in mind. And I am just saying that because it is square Uranus. There can be some surprising things that happen on this day or around this day. And this eclipse is also saying, you can't go back to who you were. You've probably noticed, like I said, you're already going through a lot of changes. You're already going through some transformation, especially through Aquarius season. And the fact that Pluto is in Aquarius. So now we're tripling down on you, Cancer, okay? Because Pluto, the planet of death and rebirth, and your evolution is in the sign of evolution in Pluto's home of evolution and death and rebirth. Like there is a new you emerging. If you want to think about what happened for you with the last new moon solar eclipse in Aquarius, think February 15th, 2018. Okay. That was about the same degree as well. So think of that as well as, again, like, maybe the evolution of a relationship, eighth house is intimacy. It's, money as well. All right. Money matters, especially taxes, loans, inheritance, everything that I talked about earlier. But just remember, that was a very different time, 2018. You didn't have Pluto there. You didn't have Saturn, conjunct Neptune. You didn't have any of that. All right. Now, it will be the air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. And I am throwing in the fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio as well. We'll feel this eclipse the most. If you have any planets 26 to 0 degrees in any of those signs, welcome to your brand new era. Okay. Brand new era. Now, this is the official day of the year of the fire horse as well. I talked about this a lot on Great Awakener, but I'm gonna do a live stream next weekend. I'll talk more about this, and I'm gonna talk a lot more about some other things that are happening here. Yeah. Big thing. This is a big week. It is a big week. All right. Even the week after. But anyway, Venus will conjunct the North Node in Pisces that same day, 8 degrees. Yeah. And as I said in my your February forecast, monthly forecast, eclipses, sure, they have this element of karma, as do the nodes of fate, as does Saturn, who rules karma. That's now in Aries. Wow. So there is this convergence here that's really spelling out this destined path for you. And Venus is exalted in Pisces, which is so spiritual and harmonic. This is absolutely amazing. Remember, Pisces rules your 9th house. So again, there is this big shift happening within you, within your belief system, within the way that you see the world. It's your worldview. A lot of y'all are definitely going to be expanding your horizons, maybe even going on a spiritual journey, even like a wellness trip. I mean, it is your 9th house, or maybe there's something here because of all this the eclipse that's happening, that square Uranus in your 11th. There may be something here with people, overseas that you're connecting with, or there's just so much happening for you, Cancer. All right. But this is a day. It's the North Node. It's a day something where something will just click. And again, it may be very spiritual for you. It could be it's something even holistic. It's freeing. Yeah. It just feels destined, especially it's Venus. So again, relationships and money is a really big theme for you this week. This could also be maybe a creative path, a new creative path or creative project, something with your values. It's definitely right place, right time energy. You might meet someone. You may have an epiphany around something. I mean, it's just so cosmic and divine. It's that wink from the universe. So just keep that in mind. And it is this aspect, as well as Saturn and Neptune, as well as the eclipse, that you will start feeling in the beginning of the week, okay? And it will be the water signs that feel this the most. Venus conjunct the North Node in Pisces. If you have any planets 6 to 10 degrees in any of the water signs, water, Cancer, Scorpio, and Pisces, yeah, you will really feel it. Now, Wednesday, February 18th, we move into Pisces season. I think that you are really, really going to change. You've got not only all this Aquarius energy, you've been going through some really big changes. All right. This is your 8th house. Pluto natively rules your 5th house. So for the past few weeks, and even with this eclipse, to be honest, again, the 5th house is joy and pleasure. You were possibly having a lot of energy around relationships or true love, family and children and creative projects. Some of y'all were thinking about having babies. Congratulations. You probably had babies. The 5th house is a lot of self-expression, and that's a good place to be, right? With Aquarius season. It's because Aquarius, again, all about you expressing your, independent side, your individuality. And now you're moving into Pisces season. So Pisces is the 2 fish. So one going upstream to the spiritual, one downstream to the material. So even though there is this duality, there's this high level of enlightenment that you have in your world, in your physical world, right? But you have to look at the big picture here. You've got Mercury, you've got Venus, you have the North Node and the Moon all joining the Sun in Pisces today. That's a lot of dreamer energy, but it's also a lot of spiritual energy. I mean, again, this is your 9th house. The 9th house is the house of the gods. And so you will likely have this just surge of a lot of, well, it looks like you may have a lot of questions what do I believe in? What, do I believe in myself? How, if I don't, what am I going to do to change that? Maybe I need to go seek, more wisdom, or maybe I am the person that I'm going to impart wisdom. So therefore I am going to start a podcast, or you're just going to really feel this energy. All right. You're going to feel this energy. I mean, the 9th house is associated with higher learning. So even if it's, it could even just be education, you just want to be a teacher, or you just want to take online classes to be, a painter. Pisces energy is very creative. But here's the thing. There's likely this gut feeling that you will have this day, this knowing that something feels a little bit off. Okay. And you're right. Because Saturn and Neptune are no longer here in Pisces, okay? They're gone. It's like when your kids go off to college, the house is quiet. You knew this moment would come, but you didn't know what it would feel like. You never experienced it before. And listen, that's life, right? Change is the only constant in this world, but sometimes we want to delay it. Sometimes we want to control it, or we deny it, or try to fight it until we realize it's a force of its own, okay? Like time, like space, like Shakira. And that's the thing. You have to decide, am I going upstream or downstream, or will I accept the duality? And that's why this day, when you've got all of this activity in Pisces, it is so important that you don't just sit around waiting for your kids to come home. They're gone. One's growing a mustache, another one's got at the piercing place, get her nose pierced. But you start the next stage in your life, right? Inspired with your dream, especially with the Pisces moon. That carries undercurrents of strong emotions and belief. And again, it is in your 9th house. And so you may just have this really strong sixth sense. Okay. That's what's happening here. Okay. You've got a stellium in Pisces in your 9th, flanked by 2 resets. You are going to feel the force of your brand new era, especially you. You've got 8th house activity. It's really strong. And Pisces is the last sign, representing endings. We just entered the age of Aquarius, the age of ascension. So you just might start envisioning, planning your quest. All right? And for you, again, spiritual quest. Something very spiritual here. This is journey. And it could be literal. Like, again, you may go to, I don't know, Sedona on a spiritual journey. You may go to Australia for a walkabout. Pisces energy is boundless. It's artistic as well, empathetic. It's creative. It's forgiving. So for the next 4 weeks, you just may feel compelled in directions that you feel are right, okay, for you. And maybe, groups you feel, compelled to, connected to mystically, or you're awakening to your true calling around this time, where you're finding ways to heal through your work or art, or you're seeking greater emotional connection, or you are just making changes that make sense to you. This is your 9th house. All right. And you might even feel some fire in your belly, because the moon will move into Aries later that day. And we will have a triple conjunction with Saturn, Neptune, and the moon conjunct. That's leading to Thursday, February 20th, a Saturn-Neptune conjunction. 0 degrees, perfected in Aries. So, as you are searching for your purpose, right? Or you know your purpose and you are just taking it for the long haul. You are out there. You know it's your calling. You've got this Saturn-Neptune conjunction. So I want you to think about what happened for you last summer, particularly July, your birthday season, okay? Even August. What new dreams and aspirations felt real to you? Where did you feel a surge of confidence, especially in leadership and new business, work, projects, and career? Aries rules your 10th. So the 10th house is not only career, it's your reputation. And so if you're not here for career, it's whatever you want to be recognized for. You could be that spiritual leader. That is everything that is building up right now. There's something here, role model or visionary, that is baked into what is happening for you. This is big. It's just you, Cancer. Saturn and Neptune are in your 10th house. They're blowing up your 10th house of fame. This is a big deal. The 10th house is honors and achievements. Wow. This is really nice. Okay. And so the reason why I ask what happened for you that summer is because, remember, you got that little glimpse. And there may have been a little bit of you that was just like, I'm willing to fight for this. Okay. Maybe you had an upgrade change with career, your reputation, everything I mentioned earlier. Yeah. But now, it's really taking off. Okay. You're going to start feeling that again. And for the season, I mean, like, this is a big deal. And I'm going to talk again. I'll talk more about this in your, in that live stream. I'm going to do the, for my monthly current energies live streams. All right. What's Saturn, Neptune conjunct? Like, there's a lot to it. You're already seeing it play out. All right. in the world. But I'll leave the Saturn-Neptune video that I did at the end of this video. It's got, listen, everything you need to know how these two planets have only met 6 times in Aries in recorded history. This will be the 7th time. It's rare, but this is even more rare. What you can expect for your sign. It's a 6-hour video. There's a good chunk of what you can expect, Cancer, for the next 2 years of your life. So I'll leave that video at the end of this video, but this aspect is the reason you see those dramatic headlines and thumbnails, the old world collapsing, Earth splitting, 5D, all of that. This is a testament to this generational aspect that those indicate the end of an era, the rise of a new narrative, a new reality for the next 36 years. But again, what makes this once a lifetime is that humanity has never experienced it at 0 degrees Aries. That's the world axis. That's the Great Reset. It's the very first degree and the very first sign that rules your identity. You're going to have changes. It rules courage, action. You're going to have a lot of it. A lot of you are signing something. There's new agreements, new partnerships, new, unions. Saturn actually natively rules your 7th. So partnerships are really highlighted here. Okay. Legal matters. The fact that you've got your North Node and, a stellium of planets and Pisces in your 9th, Saturn natively ruling your 7th. You got your 10th house lit. It looks like you're signing something, Cancer. So you're agreeing to something here. It may be a partnership involved, new partnership involved here. Or, one that's being stabilized, all right? It's whatever you put your energy into, and stabilize would be the key word. Because Saturn, as you know, is structure and boundaries and reality, and Neptune is very spiritual, but also like your dreams and ideals. They're very different, these two planets. That's why it's such a big deal. And there is this level of commitment required of you for Saturn to turn your dreams into reality. And Neptune requires compassion and faith to make your reality transcendent. Okay? This is real alchemy. It's up to you to make it work. You're the one that makes it work. But you've got to trust in the unknown and your intuition to be that spiritual warrior. Otherwise, everything can dissolve. That's Neptune. Everything can collapse. That's Saturn. So think of Saturn as a blueprint and Neptune as your vision. Yeah? You're the architect. You create your reality, Cancer. You're going to have to discern what's real and what's fantasy. Am I chasing a dream, or am I creating one that's built to last? Saturn and Neptune will let you know. All right? Because this is the Great Awakening. It's not just one day. It's a process. And it's non-negotiable. Out with the old, in with the new. You're having the shift that you deserve. Okay? The brand new you and your brand new world. And who will feel this the most? Well, it'll be the cardinal signs. Aries, Libra, Capricorn, and you will feel this the most. And I'm throwing in Aquarius too. Now, if you have any planets 0 to 3 degrees in any of those signs, the cardinal signs, then you'll really feel it. You're really going to feel it. And by the way, these back-to-back resets, you again, see them as seeds. Yeah? They will germinate and grow all year as long as you be the change and you believe in yourself and have that self-belief and create your reality. So, Cancer, let's get started. Let's see what's going on for you for February 16th to the 22nd for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Yep, Cancer. Ooh, okay. Thank you, Cancer. What are y'all? Okay, Cancer. I love y'all. Y'all are amazing. I love y'all. Cancer, I do a traditional cult cross spread, offers the best overview. Yeah, especially for a weekly reading. And if we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Cancer. Secondly, y'all are so amazing. You know what? The other thing is, yeah, we're in eclipse season. So when we get to March 3rd, when we got that lunar eclipse in Virgo, we'll talk about that when we get to March. March is going to be great for you. Jupiter goes direct in March. March is going to be okay. We'll talk about it later. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Oh my. Yep. Gotcha. You're good, but we're gonna have to talk. We're gonna have to talk, Cancer. Wow. Oh, you want this change? Listen, you got the 3 of Wands. Go for it. You see all the possibilities. You see the potential. You even have a little bit of FOMO. You're ready. Okay? You're ready to explore. You're ready to, you're curious. You want to try things. You want to take risks. But you also want to just go out there and you want to learn. You want to grow. You want to advance. You want to just see what's, possible for you. All in the name of like self-discovery. And again, your growth, your spiritual growth, your personal growth, your, emotional growth, all of that. That's the 3 of Wands here. Okay? So there may be something as you move into this week that gets you inspired. You see, this card is all sky. Yeah? We say the sky is the limit. You, by the way, this card is attributed to Sun in Aries. And again, you're about to move into this whole brand new area of career and your reputation, your legacy. You're just at the brink of it. This is really amazing. So feel inspired, feel curious. All right. Go mingle. Okay. Because you're the devil at the heart of your spread. Now, what's going on? There's something this week you're going to have to let go. Remember what I said last week. You can't bring everything. This is a new you, new world, and especially you, Cancer. I'm not surprised the devil came up in the heart of your spread. You're the one who has all this 8th house activity. I mean, we are still in Aquarius season the first half of the week. You had all those conjunctions in Aquarius in your 8th house. And listen, again, 8th house is transformation. It is. And it's death and rebirth. It's regeneration. But when I say death and rebirth, you can't have that rebirth part until you have that death part. There's going to be a part of you you're going to have to leave behind. Yeah? This is the ultimate energy vampire here. Something that has a little bit of, hold on you. And you're going to have to say bye-bye. Now, here's the thing. This is the devil. It's attributed to Capricorn. That's your 7th house. So 7th house is like, love and marriage and relationships, but also partnerships, business partners. It could be personal relationships, relationship with your, private chef, your guitar teacher, whatever it is. There's something here where you have to recognize something's got to change, and I've got to break free. All right. Remember, this eclipse in Aquarius, squaring Uranus, all about liberating yourself, all about breaking free. Right? The chains here, they're loose. You can do it. But you've got to recognize it. What is it? Go deep. There's a lot of subconscious energy here too. 8th house is really deep. It's very, psychological. Remember, it's Pluto ruled. Pluto is ruler of the underworld. There's no limit to the depth here. And so there's something you have to recognize. Am I putting my energy towards something that is just going to make me go in circles? All right. It may be a relationship. It may be your relationship, with what's happening here. It could be also a friendship. It could be, like I said, a business partner, someone that has to do something with wealth and money management. There could be something here. It could be your relationship with money. It could be career related. It could be toxic colleague, boss, whatever it is. And you're just like, oh, okay, I'll just tolerate it. No, you gotta move forward because you got the star in your challenge area. And so it's almost like, again, you see you got death, the card of change and transformation in your crown. You already know everything's changing. You're one of the most intuitive signs anyway. And so you want it. You want it. And you know that you can't go back. You know change is the only constant. You know that you can't resist change. You can't fight change. Okay? So there's going to have to be a little bit of compromise with the star attributed to Aquarius, indicating that may be the hard part. Yeah? This transformation that you will experience this week. This is something where, and this is all, the star is wisdom. It's healing. It's knowledge. It's bliss. It's the stars aligning for you. It's prosperous. It's things growing in your world. But it is in your challenge area because you got the devil right here. All right? And so you have to be the change. Yeah? For the change that you want. And in order to do that, you have to make some sacrifices. You have to make some surrender here. And you have to recognize, that's the first thing. What is it that I don't want to take with me in my brand new world? Now, you have the Two of Pentacles and the Root of your spread. There it is. There it is. Yeah? You're a little bit like, what? You got the Two of Pentacles. And so, again, finances, relationships, your transformation, literally everything that I just said, all right here. But you have to be willing to accept it. You have to be willing to be that change. And yeah, hit the road, Jack, with that devil. And then you're going to be fine. Because it feels like there's a little bit of like, it's like wobbly energy, like wibble wobble. All right. There's top heavy. These 3 major arcana right here. And so be that change. Yeah. And for a lot of y'all, some things will have to collapse. And I don't say that in a, way where it's like, it's like there's going to have to be something that you do let go. But don't be afraid of, that happening. Okay, it's like Jenga, honestly. Like you got one of those wood pieces that everything could, but you gotta have that self-belief and that confidence. All right, with Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries, and then you'll be fine. You have the Three of Pentacles in your future. You have a lot to celebrate. You have a lot to look forward to, but you got to be that change. All right, if there's anything here that gets in your way, it would be yourself. All right. Three of Pentacles, perfect too. Listen, you've got three. You got the Death card. This is 3 is the birth of new things. It's creation, and you see the 3 sister here's. They're happy. They're joyful. They're cheerful. This is your squad. This is you celebrating. This is maybe a new job, maybe with colleagues, maybe something with family, whatever it is. It's the end and the beginning, okay? That's the 3 of Cups. There's some celebration here. This is your card, by the way. Attributed to Mercury and Cancer. Let's get to your stuff, Cancer. If you like this reading, it'd be great if you subscribe, leave comments, share, hype. There are so many things now. But tell me what's going on. You are the only ones with, this eclipse in your 8th, but you went through Aquarius season as well. So y'all may have already gone through a lot of big change. But again, I love that 3 of Cups in your future. And there's your message too. Yeah? But it's more about bonding. It's like your people, your tribe. Remember, that's all. You've got all of that. Okay? You're good. Don't even Cancer, you're going to make me cry again. What are you doing? Stop. You're going to, okay. You're good. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'll give you, you're going to get the owl. I'll put him here. Anyway, I'll put it. No. You got the Nine of Cups. I mean, you just got to believe in yourself. You have to believe in yourself and be very proud of yourself, okay? Be very proud of yourself, and you're going to be fine. You're going to be absolutely fine. This is a wish come true card, but it is a card of like satisfaction. It's a card of like enlightenment. He got his wish, and there's so much enlightenment here. There's so much emotional fulfillment here. Go for it. Go for it. That's all you have to do. There's a strong element of self-belief. And that's what's holding you back. This is, and again, you know that it's like vices, it's addictions, it's bad habits, it's codependency would be a really big one, especially for you with your 8th house lit, your 7th house. Four of Swords. Amazing. Okay. In a sense, it does feel like there is someone waiting for you to make this decision or have some change. Okay. And it feels like because you're in this vortex with a devil in the heart of your spread, it feels like someone's giving you time to sort things out. Okay. So it does feel like, I mean, you have an amazing spread. It says once you recognize that, think about how good it will feel when you do break free from the chains. All right. Now, the other thing is, take that time out, with the Four of Swords. Take that time out to process things. Okay. Four of Swords is attributed to Sun and Libra. It's a Libra card. And so Libra is relationships and partnerships. And remember, you already have a lot of home stuff happening, home and family. There could be something here with, your significant other as well. But just take that time. Really process things because you got the 8 of Cups. Very interesting. If you are a cross watcher, a lot of people are getting the 8 of Cups. A lot of signs. It's that card. It's that card. So the reason why that's so interesting is because this is attributed to Saturn in Pisces. You are not going to hear me say Saturn in Pisces for the next 29 years. Saturn's officially in Aries, okay? And so you can even see him, again, so like what? Very symbolic here. Walking away from the Cubs because he knows something is better. Yeah? And so it's leaving everything behind. Nothing's wrong with the Cups, okay, as it appears here. But again, you have to trust your intuition, right? And you have to have faith in the universe. And you do see that there is an eclipse happening here. So keep that in mind, okay? It looks like that's what you want. Yeah, okay? But when you do the math, it also looks like there may be you that has a little bit of fear inside of you that someone may leave you. And you do not want that. But do you see what's happening here? You have the Ace of Cups. I'm just letting you know. You have an eclipse that's unpredictable. That's a game changer. That's in your 8th house. That has to do with relationships. And it will square Uranus. All right? And Taurus. So relationships and money. But yeah, the Ace of Cups. New relationship. New love. New job. Dream job. Yeah, baby. Just think of new. It's the Ace offering you this opportunity. This new path. What did I say with these 2 resets? Like, there you go. And this is tears of joy. Like, I can't even. So you're good. I mean, there's your brand new era. And again, yes, it's the Holy Grail right there. It's the Ace of Cups. So there's something new brewing in your world that's going to be so emotionally moving for you. Something that's nirvanic, something that's euphoric, something that you feel deep in your soul. You are good. You're really good because remember, new, right? Celebrating something. There's something here with people involved. Okay. You know what, too, by the way, you did get the star in the heart of your spread last week. And so that's very interesting because this, as if you're a subscriber, you know that with astrology, it's just it's a sequential, right? Week after week. And so there may have been something that did go a little off with something that you thought was, your destiny, or you thought was like going to heal you, or you thought was part of your path. But you see that things are changing. Yeah. In your favor. And that's what eclipses do. Anyway, you're good. Cancer. Thanks so much. Next week. Oh, big week. Oh, okay. Big week. We have a lot happening next week. Mercury's going retrograde next week as well. Yeah. We'll talk about that. And tier 3 members, really good and legendary members. For the bonus spread, we're going to do 2. We're going to do 1 just on the eclipse, 1 just on Saturn conjunct Neptune in Aries, 0 degrees. So, you know where to find the link. Anyone's welcome to join. If you like this reading, Cancer, it'd be great if you like and subscribe and share and hype and all of it. Talk to me. This is a big week. You're going through some big changes. Be very proud of yourself, though. Okay, be very proud of yourself. You're good, Cancer. I'll see you next week. Bye-bye.